Hello, you guys. Okay. I wasn't going to come on here and do a video today because I had intentions on doing it tomorrow. But for some reason, it's like God just kind of prompted my spirit to just go ahead and do this video. And a lot of times when we feel like we are going to do things a certain way, a lot of times God will pull us outside of our box, outside of our comfort zone and say, no, do it this way. And sometimes I'm learning every day that when you are prompted, just go with the flow. Because when you done going with the flow of how God give it to you, you're going to have so much more peace behind it. Okay. And I'm doing this video because it was just kind of on me. And I was looking at a young man on my Instagram, and when I say to you guys that he was expressing himself about everything that has happened with the young man George and the whole incident of how it went down and everything. And when I say to y'all, I seen so much pain, so much hurt in this man's eyes. It was like within himself, he felt like, I'm doing all I can do as a black man to not allow myself to be the stereotype, to become the black man that I know I'm supposed to be, and you can, when I was looking at the video, I was looking in this man's eyes, and when I say he had so much pain behind his eyes, he had so much pain because we have to understand that another black man represents another black man. And as black men, when another black man life is taken, and it's taken in such a harsh and brutal way, this affects black men all over the world. This affects them internally. It affects them emotionally. It affects them physically, it affects them spiritually in every aspect, and so that's why I came on here to do this video, because I think that we have to understand that I'm just a black woman. So I can never put myself in the position or the shoes of a black man because I'm a black woman, not a black man. But I can get on here to just encourage the black men. I can get on here to let the black men know that as black women, we see y'all, we get it. We understand. We know that it's a lot of pain. It's a lot of hurt, that things that is internalized within the black men in silence, because we have to understand as black women, when we go through things, we may do it in a way where it's out loud. Okay. But I have 2 sons. I have brothers, I have uncles, you know what I'm saying? And so I have male friends. So in understanding that, I understand that a lot of black men, when they go through a lot of trauma, when they go through a lot of pain, when they go through a lot of ups and downs, when they see another black man life being taken, when it was unnecessary, you know what I'm saying? It's like they internalize their pain in silence. And as women, that's what we don't understand about our black men, that when they go through a lot, you know what I'm saying? They may go to their homeboys and talk about it and go through what they got to go through, but they're still internalizing the pain in silence. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens is that the pain that they're the pain that they feel in silence, it comes out in various ways. It may come out in anger. It may come out in being destructive, whatever it is, but it's only because the root of it is the pain that they feel so deeply. And so as black women, we birth these men. We birth these black men into this earth, Our sons, our fathers were birthed into this earth. Our uncles, our brothers, they were all black men birthed into this earth by black women. And we as black women sometimes don't understand how much the black men really go through internally. We don't understand the trauma that they hold on to. See, the thing is that when it comes to women, We can heal in a certain type of way, but when it comes to men, black men, men period, they struggle more with the healing process. Why? Because they have been programmed, they have been taught from birth to believe that whatever they go through in this lifetime, whatever pain they feel in this lifetime, they just have to suppress it. They just have to go through it in silence, you know? So as black men, we have a lot of black men out here that is suffering in silence. And for me to see that video of that man and to see the tears in his eyes and to see the pain, because as he was doing his video, he was talking about the young black man, George, that got, you know, that got killed, you know, and it was so much pain and so much hurt behind this man, because as he was feeling the pain of everything he was saying in his video, he is a representation of the next black man. And he is another representation of the next black men. So these black men represent each other. And so a lot of times we celebrate our wins, but sometimes we have to step back and say, let's go ahead and go forward. Let's go ahead and go on camera with our losses. So we have to always understand that we always go on camera with our wins. But sometimes you have to turn the camera on and go on with your losses. But I say that to say this, that to God still be the glory though. To God still be the glory for the black men. To God still be the glory for the black men. To God still be the glory for our black men. And understand this, that as black women, black men, we will not always understand why things happen to us in a lifetime, because it's so much that comes our way. It's so much that we go through to traumatize us. It's like we as black men and women, we go through a lot of trauma, and some things are unexpected, and some things just come out of nowhere, and some things we go through in our lives that traumatize and shatters us. You know what I'm saying? So we don't always understand it. And I think what's going on with a lot of black men internally, and I don't know, you know, I'm just getting on here just encouraging the black men. And I think that sometimes when it comes to black men, when it don't make sense to them, when they're doing all of they can, when they praying, when they connecting with each other, when they are being the next black man's encouragement or support system, you know, when they are connecting with each other in such a strong way, you know, when they are right there to support the next black man, it devastates the next black man, because I am him and he is me. And so it's a struggle for black men, because they feel like all I'm trying to do is come up and be the best version of myself. All I'm trying to do as a black man is heal. All I'm trying to do as a black man is be successful, raise my young black sons to be a great representation of another black man, you know. And so these black men, all they want is to be treated fair. All they want is justice. All they want is to know that they don't have to continue to look up and see another black man that is a representation of them taken out. And I say this to all the black men, that sometimes we won't get the answers in this lifetime. Sometimes the answers that we're seeking for, the answers that we're looking for, the answers that we want, we will not get in this lifetime. And sometimes God will just, and sometimes we can sit back and say, okay, where is God at? Okay, why is all of this happening? Okay, why are we right here? Why is this happening? Why did that just happen again? And so it builds up a level of frustration and anger within the black men, because they just don't understand why. And if I had to put it in one word for the black man, is why. Why? So I'm on here to just encourage the black men and just let the black men know that you are treasured, you are valued. You know, as black women, yes, we do have to make sure we be more supportive of our black men, because they go through so much internally that we can't even fathom. But to my black men, you are valued, you are treasured, you are worthy. You are great men. You are men that God is positioning in great ways. And though you don't always understand why you have some losses like you have, I just encourage you to continue to just understand that to God still be the glory. To God still be the glory. This shit hurts. I don't understand it. But to God be the glory, because this is the thing. Everything that we go through, it may not make sense to us in that moment when we go through it. It may not make sense to us in that timing when we're going through it. And it may not even make sense to us after we're going through it and we're still going through the process of healing. But here is the thing though. When we find peace, that's where we find God. When we find peace, that's where we find God. When we just accept that we had that loss, I promise you, everything makes sense in its own divine timing. So we may not understand it in our timing, but God's timing is perfect. God has divine timing of how he's going to reveal something. God got divine timing of why that had to happen the way it happened. God has divine timing of how he's going to heal us in the way that we need to be healed. And God has divine timing of growing us up to let us see who God is in us. So I'm on here to just celebrate our black men. And to just understand that you are valued, you are worthy, you are loved. And when it seems like the whole world misunderstands you and they can't understand what you're dealing with internally, to God still be the glory, because God knows. To God still be the glory even in your losses, black men. To God still be the glory even in the things that you don't understand, black men. To God still be the glory even in the things that you're struggling with internally. To God still be the glory even in your healing internally. To God be the glory even in the things that you never got the answers to. To God still be the glory, black men. So I just wanted to get on here and encourage the black men and to just say, to God be the glory still, even in your losses. I love you guys. You guys be blessed. I love you. I love you. I love you.